Hi friends, it's your pal Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about American politics, and we're going to talk about populism. So this is pretty interesting. So I was listening to Brooks and Capehart. I like those guys. They're two pundits that are over on PBS NewsHour. I'm as shocked as you that PBS NewsHour has anything worth listening to, but they are worth listening. They're very, and specifically, David Brooks is a genius, and Capehart is there. It's just Capehart says some interesting things every now and then, but David Brooks is on fire. He is really saying some banger stuff. And so recently he said he said basically he's talking about the Democrats and why they're in so much trouble. And he said their moves aren't up to the current moment, right? Like nothing they're doing is really in step with where we are right now. And he said where we are right now is global populism. And I've been hearing this, and I want to say something. Populism arrived with Trump, and then the rest of the world copied it. So it's not global populism. It's America stood up populism, and the world copied it. I think it's very important to understand that. All right, okay. So next, so he said populism, and populism it's just like the word fascist. Like people are like, what's that mean? I don't know if that means what you think it means, right? And I think populism is the same thing. So it prompted me to look it up. So I looked it up, and here's where, and now we're going to talk about it. So what is it? The best definition I found was pure people versus the corrupt elite. I think that's accurate. As a definition. So now let's ask if it's true. Is it true that right now, in our current moment, it is the pure people versus the corrupt elite? Yes. Yes, it is. Now, yes. Okay. And I want to put asterisks and I want to put caveats, but I think at the macro level, this is where we're at, man. This is it, right? Like, and so let's talk it through. Who are the pure people? The new heroes, right? So unfortunately, I think police are taken off the board as heroes. You don't, at the macro level, at the cultural conversation level, at the 51% level, you just can't apply hero to police officer anymore. That's sad. I think that's really a bad situation. But it is honestly where we're at, right? Who is heroes? Firemen and fire people are still, firemen, firewomen are still there, okay? But there's new ones. Nurses, and this came from the plague years. Nurses, truck drivers, right? Welders, right? Anything who builds anything with their hands. Mechanics, right? Anybody involved in logistics, in shipping, right? Anybody who does anything with their hands. Now, this is sad. Knowledge workers? No, absolutely not on the list, right? Tech workers? Absolutely not on the list, right? But these pure people, the pure people who are actually laboring, people who are struggling to make ends meet, people, blue collar, real people, right? They are pure, in that their desires are pure. They're saying we want a good society where we can strive, right? Where we can not strive, where we can thrive, right? And what are the corrupt elite doing? They got islands filled with things filled with things that those islands should not be filled with, right? And the list of people who are visiting those islands is way too long, right? You got people people going and taking companies and cutting them up for parts and selling them for parts. You got people just doing a lot of, and then making money off of the poorest and the most vulnerable, right? And so I think populism is very real. Now, so is it pure? Are we here? Is it pure people versus the corrupt elite? Yes. Yeah, we're here. We've arrived here. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing and have a fetch millennium.